You can't change the past. I don't know how many times I've heard that saying before, but the truth is, you can.
You've got to come back with me. Where? Back to the future.
Now, I don't mean grabbing a time machine or going back to physically change it, but the perception that you have and the stories that you've told yourself about that story can 100% be altered to something that serves you. Hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a mediator with Korero Solutions, a channel dedicated to helping you become the leader that you desire to be. Today, we're going to get into how to change your perception to create a story that works for you and serves your future goal and the future version of yourself. So you might be familiar with this idea of changing perception or perception shifting. If not, I'll give you a quick rundown of what that is. When you look back on a situation, and right now I just want you to think of your head of something that you think negative that happened. All right, do you have it? Perfect. I want you to think about the words that you're using when you think of that story. I want you to see the visuals of who was there, what happened, the different senses that came up during this situation. Can you feel it in your body right now? Depending on how big the emotional reaction is to that, you might need to change this a little and you might need to change it a lot. But what if you took that person out of the story? What if that person left and it was just the words? Would your emotion still be the same? Now, I get if it's raw, this might be much more challenging to do. But with practice, I promise that this will get easier. Through this entire exercise, I want you to remember that the way that you view things today is because of the lenses, the glasses that you've put on. And those lenses have been fogged by the experiences and your knowledge of what's happened and your perception about what's happened in the past and the relationships that you've had. This exercise is about clearing those lenses, about cleaning them off and giving you a fresh set of eyes. It's going to be impossible to completely clean those lenses. Because this is the way that we view things. This is the way that we view the world. Where this exercise is going to come in handy and where this shift is going to come in handy is thinking about things that are not serving us. So if you really need to get along with this other individual, if you need to be able to work collaboratively with them, and you're stuck thinking, oh, they really don't care about this. They're setting me up for failure. They don't have a desire for us to be successful, or even they're out to get me. That is going to make it very, very difficult for you to be successful. So shift that. Take yourself out of those words and change the terminology that you've used. I need different tools in order to engage with them. This puts power back in your hands, which is exactly what you want. You can find the tools to work with this person or find a different approach. so that you can get some more information on topics like this. Now, I want to leave you with one more thing, and that is to write this stuff down. When you are in a space of calm and you can take a step back and look at this and use that other part of your brain, that high level thinking, write these things down. Write down the questions you need to ask, write down the skills that you may need to get. Write down the challenges and the opportunities that you have when it comes to overcoming these old stories versus where you want to go. When you're in the moment, make sure that you have that sheet with you. So when that person comes up to you that you don't want to work with, and those feelings come up in that moment, you can step back and you can ask those questions that you have already written down. Oh, what do you need from me in order to work well together? How can we make this project a success? By shifting that mindset, you are able to bring your skills to somebody that may not have the skills to do this. And my expectation is that if you are here and watching this, it's to get those skills. So really, I challenge you to put these into process, to put them into practice, and let us know how it goes. If you're dealing with 2 staff and you're trying to manage a situation where they're seeing a story very differently, Jeanette's created a video. I'm going to put a link in the description and it will come up at the end here so that you can go and watch that to not only think about how you would do this yourself, but how you could manage 2 individuals that have very different stories. Remember to do something today that will change your tomorrow. Until next time.